The Ring Fanatics podcast, episode 184. I'm Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co host, Joel.
Yo,
As always, go subscribe to us on YouTube if you have not done so already. Follow us on all social medias Instagram, X, TikTok, Facebook, and wherever you listen to the audio versions of your podcasts.
yes,
Go
sir.
do us a favor and follow us everywhere we could be found. So, Full Gear is this Saturday night. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live from New Jersey
Yo,
at the Prudential Center. This little FYI for those watching or listening, we are pre-taping this as per usual, but we're doing it on Tuesday night instead of our typical Thursday recording. So anything that happens on Dynamite, any new matches announced on Dynamite, or anything in general that happened on Dynamite, we will not be talking about. Obviously, it's before Dynamite,
yep.
so we won't be talking about that much. Just what's been announced as of today. Um, but before we get into the actual predictions, actual card, how excited are you about this pay per view?
I'm gonna tell you, like, 100%. I was not hyped for this pay per view. Like, I was really. I looked at it as a chore. I was like, "Fuck!" Like, we really gotta watch this pay per view. Like, damn. Like, the storyline's been good and everything,
Yeah.
but it's been slacking for me a little bit the past couple of weeks. With the storytelling until Collision debuted the November Rain video, and now I'm all in. I'm all in.
Okay.
I cannot wait for this pay per view. I don't know what it was about that hype video. I wanted to run through a wall. I was like, "Yo, give me this pay per
Yeah.
view right now."
It was. I don't want to say it was a random, but it was like, why did they just make a music video using the song for the week
Yeah,
before?
so
I was,
shout out AEW, showing love. ECW used to do it back in the day for November to Remember. So this month
oh
they've been running the November to Remember tour. So
yeah,
they did like a little shout out to ECW, which was random, but I appreciate it.
yeah. So that's why I was like, wait, why are they doing this now?
Yeah,
I
one
knew,
thing.
I knew, I knew it was called November to Remember, but I'm like, this is like, it's just like a day, week, month, a yearly thing now. Like they're gonna just do pay per view, like music videos for at least in
Listen,
November. I don't
I'm
know.
with it. I'm with it. If you're gonna
Yeah,
do it in November, I'm down with it. That was
yeah,
awesome. That
yeah. It's
got me
cool.
for a pay per view that I was like, damn, we really got to sit through this. Now I'm all in. I can't
Yeah,
wait for this pay per view. I'm so
yeah,
psyched.
yeah.
How about you?
Me too. Pretty looking forward to it. It doesn't feel like they're natural big pay per view. They have like, some great matches.
Yeah,
Um, I understand what you're talking about with the storylines and stuff like that, but it's just it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm sure we're gonna have great matches, great moments. I think comparison to last year, where it was like all out last year was like the chill, relaxed pay per view, where it was like nothing much has to happen, just
yeah.
wrestling, glorified dynamite, I guess. I think this is the same thing. I feel it feels like a glorified dynamite, not a pay per view.
Okay.
Not necessarily in a bad way.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward
No,
to it.
yeah,
It's
I know
just
what you mean.
yeah, it just doesn't feel like their typical pay per view. I guess they're taking a break. Like this, we're not going to go too deep into this. Maybe World's End will be a lot different in terms
Yeah,
of hype level. So I think that's why they're doing it. I think All Out they were supposed to be like that, but they went too crazy with that.
yeah,
Um, and the Wrestle Dream was also a banger, and then I guess they're just like chilling out with this, making this an okay pay per view. I guess if that makes
yeah.
sense. So I'm looking forward to it, but just not as hyped as a typical AEW pay per view, in my
Gotcha.
opinion. Um, I know I don't have the graphic for this, but they even have that AJ guy, that's a Costco guy, competing on
We
Zero
we
Hour.
we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
Thank
Why-
goodness you don't have the graphic. Thank
you
goodness.
know,
I saw a video that QT did.
oh my
Oh
god,
man.
the Doom. You don't be the Doom.
I get it. I get it. It's
uh,
it's what's big now on TikTok. They're trying to get into that world. I give it to them. They're
uh,
trying, and they're promoting. They're promoting this shit
yeah,
crazy
they
on
have
their
been.
page. Like they've been popping up on me because I guess like a lot of the wrestling pages are liking their stuff, and they just
Yeah,
pop up promoting it. I'm
because
like,
AEW has been posting on their accounts too.
yeah.
So like
I'm
I
just
see it a
like,
lot.
yeah. Shout out to them, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll pass on that.
Okay.
I'm not
Good best
watching
on.
0 Hour for that. Must
Okay.
see.
I might watch it. I might tune in to see what it's like, how good he is.
I'll see what everybody says about it.
Yeah, it's not urgent for you. I get it.
Yeah, I'm
I get
real
it.
cool on that.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what I think AJ is gonna do. QT
Yeah.
Marshall. So let's get into the actual card, the main card. First match we got MJF versus Roderick Strong, and not with Adam Cole in it. What are your thoughts on this feud, and who do you have winning?
This is such a weird feud. I don't know what's going on with this feud. Roderick still got beef with MJF, but like he was a heel when they had beef. Like it just makes it's
Yeah.
just weird the way they're doing it. Um, gonna be a good match. Like it's Roddy and MJF. It's gonna be a good match. I'm guessing MJF
Yeah. That was
because
my.
you need Cole to beat MJF. You can't just let Roddy beat him,
Yeah. I
right?
mean, that is true. I think they're just holding off for that match. That's why they didn't do it. And I
A
guess
year in
like,
the making at World's End.
yeah, you're in the
Yeah,
making, and I guess like that not just because it's happening at World's End. I just think that like there was probably no other option besides Roderick
yeah,
to have go up against MJF. So you know what, just do it. Roderick have him be the filler, and then um Adam Cole at World's End. I thought it was gonna be a triple threat at first, and
yeah. I
then we
thought
don't
so
really
too.
see because I thought that like my original prediction before this was actually announced was that like um Adam Cole was in the match obviously, and then we see a heel turn, a double heel turn for Roderick, I
Ah,
guess,
okay.
and then MJF becomes the leader. Because like it's kind of like it's this whole Undisputed Kingdom thing is confusing because it's like Adam Cole's the babyface, but the rest aren't.
Yeah,
So it's like I don't know. Like is Roderick supposed to be
but
babyface?
like that's what I'm saying. Like in this feud, like
Yeah,
he's kind of the babyface, but also he's a heel. I don't know. It's weird.
that's why I'm saying like MJ. I think it'd be cool if at some point, not Saturday, but at World's End, MJF becomes the leader of Undisputed Kingdom.
I mean, and hey, maybe they'll start doing actual more stuff with them.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping for. I love Adam Cole, but I feel like for a while he's been attached to a group.
Yeah, get him away from the groups, man.
Yeah, like it
Please
was
get
it
him
was
away.
cool with the Undisputed Era, but like he needs to be by himself, man.
Yeah.
That's how you get his groove back. Because we know he's a great leader. That's been proven already. Just get him back, get him by himself. I think people would enjoy him more. Um, and this is let him see it that way. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
think so. I agree 100%.
And I think the
Like,
first way to do that with Adam Cole is put him in the C2. Screw
yeah.
it. You know what I mean? That's a great way to do it.
Nah, I'm down with that. Like you said, he's been attached to groups for as long, even since WWE. Because even when he
Yeah.
showed up in AEW, part of a group.
The elite,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, you need to get him away from that. Let him just do his solo stuff, and that solo like solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
with he's a leader. No, like by himself. Just let him be Adam Cole.
That'll get him over. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
we haven't
I feel
seen solo Adam Cole in a while,
and
in
I
a
think
long
that's
time.
yeah, a long time. I think wasn't he part of Bullet Club? Even he was part of Bullet
Yeah,
Club before
the
WWE.
time that we saw him by himself was when Bullet Club kicked him out, but then O'Reilly came to his side, so it was kind of like
Yeah.
he's
Attached to
still
somebody.
kind of
Yeah.
attached to a group. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but not really. But yeah, we haven't seen that since then. Because then, right
Yes.
when he jumped into WWE, Undisputed
Era. Yeah.
Era was there.
It doesn't I don't know. I just feel like we need him. I think he like I said, it's just at this point, Undisputed Era needs a new refresh start. And I think MJF as the leader would a perfect group for him, by the way.
Yeah,
And it'll benefit both people, everyone involved. It's just the whole thing with Wardlow now. If he ever comes back, it's just
Wardlow's not coming back. I would love for Wardlow to come back, but he's probably sitting out his contract and he'll be in the performance center where he needs to be.
probably, yeah,
He needs to
definitely.
be there. They could create a
1000%.
monster with him.
He could. They could.
AEW doesn't. There was really no one for him to go against. They really don't have any monsters. All their monsters they've killed.
And they're already in a faction.
Yeah.
So it's like the only non-monster is probably Powerhouse, I guess. You know,
Yeah. Shout out
you
to
have
all them.
Lance Archer and Brian Cage, who are like two guys like they have no idea what to do with as
I
well.
have no idea.
And then Lucha's Killswitch is like, I know he's out with like something happened to him, I think. But even
Yeah,
before that, with Christian Cage was
he's
like, it
still
was
out.
good. He's good, but it's like he's just the sidekick of Christian Cage,
Yeah. So they
pretty much.
they for Wardlow it was like they really didn't have nothing for him. They could have just had him run through the roster, but then it would have gotten boring. I don't know. He's a weird situation, but
Yeah,
hopefully he gets to NXT because that's where he needs to be.
for sure, 1,000%, 1,000%. But in terms of this match, I guess I think,
It's gotta be MJF.
yeah, it has to be
Yeah.
MJF, and maybe this will. Yeah, I think with this feud with him, it's definitely going to lead to him and Adam Cole. I just think that they need a new like oh shit moment. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying like bouncing off of Adam Cole in the Undisputed Kingdom last year. I was like it was cool, but then it was like MJF was out, he
Yeah.
came back,
Everybody
Adam
was
Cole was
injured.
out. Yeah, so it was like this could be the new restart. Like have MJF turn and then Roderick Strong and then turn on Adam Cole, and then
Yeah.
that's the new, and then run with that. You
Yeah,
know,
because you could have Adam Cole cost Roddy the match just by like mistake.
yeah, he goes out there and like
Yeah, does something but
yeah,
doesn't mean it in that way and ends up costing him the match.
that's
And maybe
when
that's what
yeah,
makes it flip.
exactly. It's like yo, I finally saw the real Adam Cole,
Yeah.
the selfish Adam Cole that he is. I agree with MJF, and then that's how you do it. But
Man,
yeah,
shout out MJF, man.
yeah, and shout out MJF. He needs a glad like he needs to be. He's also somebody that needs to be in the C two. I feel like we need different people that we're not expecting in the C two. Which I don't want
Yeah.
to go off topic, but like that's also something that like could, even though he may not win it, just have him.
Now we need the heavy hitters in there.
He's a heavy hitter. I feel like
Yeah.
he's a heavy hitter. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We need
Oh
we
yeah,
need the
yeah,
heavy hitters in there.
yeah. So that's also something to look forward to for people's careers in AEW.
Yep.
So we shall see. But yeah, it's got to be MJF. Next match on the card is a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for
Ooh.
the AEW World Tag Team titles. Private Party defending their tag team titles against Kings of the Black Throne, the Outrunners, and the Acclaimed. What are your thoughts on this feud? This is pretty interesting.
Um, I actually love the way they built up to this and doing all the qualifying matches. I thought it was
Yeah,
awesome. Private Party's not losing.
yeah. And
That's it'd be crazy if they let them lose this match.
wait, I mean, if they were to lose it, it probably would be to House of Black, if
That's who,
anything.
yeah,
But the thing is, with them, it's like it's the same circle with them two in House of Black with Murphy or Matthews as well. They get a title shot, they lose to the back of the line,
yeah.
feud with somebody, title, lose,
But
rinse and repeat.
yeah, yeah. I would love for them to have the titles. Not right now. It's
Yeah,
Private Party's time.
yeah. I mean,
But I
yeah.
think out of all the teams, that's the team that they should feud with from
Next,
now on. Like keep it
yeah.
up. Yeah, like keep it up with them.
Maybe it's like they don't get pinned, and it's like we were close.
Maybe they have the match won. Yeah, something
Yeah,
happens.
to where like the ref wasn't looking and the ref counted for Private Party instead of them, and it's like, oh, technically we won. We pinned them at the same time, so who wins? Well,
Yeah,
by default, the tag champions retain, but they'll have a rematch down the line. The feud with them, but it is too soon for Private Party to
yeah,
way too soon to lose it.
yeah. They gotta keep that. So
Do
I
you
got
think?
Private Party.
Do you think the Acclaim going to turn in this match, or am I the only one that's thinking about that?
I mean, I think they need to. I think they need like a refresh button,
Yeah,
and that's the way to do it. They got to. Does it happen here? I don't know, but I know they need to do it soon. I think before the new year starts.
yeah. I mean, I think Max Caster as a heel will be perfect.
And he's already kind of like embracing it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they
Because
really
he's
just have to make it known. Like they have to do something and make it known, and then the actual turn will happen.
because he's pretty much been a heel on social media for a long time.
Yeah.
Like if you compare his
He's a
character,
troll.
if you
Yeah.
compare his character on screen to his social media, it's like not the same person. You
Two
know
different people.
exactly. So it's like, do we eventually have Max Caster as a heel? Because that's the way to go. You can't
I
have
I think so.
yeah. Like I understand like the surprise of like Bowens being the heel, but he's too lovable, man. You can't make Bowens heel. They could
Nah, he could
try,
he could be heel.
but yeah, but between the two, he's the lovable one. People
Yeah.
love him more.
Yeah.
And Caster's like again, he's acting that way already. His personality's like that. Like I don't care who you are. Like you're not taking my spotlight.
Yeah.
You know, he's clearly made that known on interviews and social media. It's like, I don't care who you are. You're not taking my TV time.
Yeah.
So he hates Shelton Benjamin. Like
He
he's made
hates
that
you.
known since years now. Like he hates Shelton Benjamin.
Yes.
So you can't make that guy a heel, a babyface.
No, yeah,
So
definitely. They need to change it up though.
yeah,
And I think Bowens could be a heel. I think yeah,
he
he's
could. Yeah.
lovable, but I think he'll be a good heel.
Oh, of course,
He
of
could be
course.
obnoxious.
And I think both of them as a singles run, I think that'd be amazing.
They could also do that, yeah.
Yeah. So unless they both turn heel, then okay, that makes sense. But um, again, I think people just love them and then got attached to them really quick. Or was like, all right, we're gonna cheer for them every single time.
Yeah. But
But
it's dying down. The pop is dying down
yeah,
for them. That's why I'm saying I think you need a refresh.
turn them heel now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. I think the Outrunners, they're like the new acclaimed.
Yeah.
Like they're getting hot right now, and I think if they both turn heel now against them, great way to start it.
Yep.
That place will go insane.
That is the way to
Um,
do it. Yeah.
and I think that's what it could make sense. Like they're in this match. I thought FTR was going to win that qualifying match, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Um, so we shall see with that.
No, yeah, you're 100% correct. I think that's the way to do it. If you're gonna do it, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I
Because
mean
people love the Outrunners.
they do. It's like it's those different gimmicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not often you see like a rapping
it's
tag team, and
yeah, it's unique gimmicks.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like they're just like the '80s stuff. Like they think they're in the '80s still. You know what I mean?
yeah. This is gonna be a fun matchup. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it is because you have Private Party. They're always entertaining. The Acclaimed, always entertaining. It's just the only serious tag team in this group is the Knights of the Black Throne.
But
You
still, they
know,
be throwing homies around.
Brody does. Yeah, Brody
Yeah,
does.
so
Yeah,
it's gonna be wild.
of course, of
But I'm
course.
still going private party.
Me too, man. Me too. I mean, it's too soon. Way too soon for
Too
that.
soon, and they beat
Um,
the Bucks for it. Like, come on.
yeah, it should be a big deal. I mean,
Yeah,
if anything, we'll talk about it later in a different match. But like, I think there's a specific team at a specific pay per view they should lose it at. That's going to come up soon. So,
okay,
but we shall see. And we'll talk about that when we get to that match. Um, but I think I know who they should lose it to.
okay.
Coming up. But yeah, I got Private
I
Party
can't wait to
winning this
hear
match.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So Private Party, you got Private Party still.
Yeah, private party.
Bet. So next match on the card is for the TNT Championship.
Hmm.
Jack Perry defending his belt against Daniel Garcia. Um, it's time for Jack Perry to lose it, right?
I was
Yeah,
just gonna say that it's
yeah,
time.
it's
Yup,
time.
it's
When
time.
you can't build up Garcia, re-sign him, and then have him lose his first title shot back, right? That's
Yeah,
like that doesn't make any sense
and
whatsoever.
this is the perfect person for him to be. Like,
Yeah, history.
this is great. Yeah, this is such a good setup for Garcia, but also Perry too because Garcia's hot right now. So a loss doesn't even hurt him.
Plus, supposedly the Bucks are going to be out of action for a bit. They're not going to be on screen for a bit, from what I'm hearing.
Okay.
So if they're
Well,
not going to be,
we haven't seen them since the night Private Party beat them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that was the kind of like their write off
Yeah,
of
they
TV.
dipped. They were like, "I'll catch ya.
Yeah, and
We're gonna
then
be
if
working from
they're going to be
home."
off, it's like might as well write. I'm not saying write him out completely, but like write him off for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, unless like they have him and Okada be a pair for a bit.
Well, I think he still has to go. He has to go to Japan, build up that match.
Oh yeah, he challenged.
I forgot who he
I forgot his
challenged.
name, but he challenged somebody for Wrestle Dynasty.
I can't even tell you, but that card is gonna be ridiculous.
It
Can I
is.
tell you that? We gotta talk about that another day, but that card is ridiculous. But yeah, I think he loses and takes some time off from AEW.
And he goes to Japan, help build up Wrestle Dynasty, because
Yeah,
that's
cause
less than 2 months away.
I also thought maybe putting him in the tournament, but for him to
Ooh,
then lose in the tournament, you know what I mean? He wouldn't win
yeah,
it.
that
You
is
don't want him
true.
to lose the title and then lose in the tournament. It doesn't.
That is true.
Just let him take the L with the belt and
Go
take
to
some
Japan.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is true. That is true. I didn't think about that, but that would have been a good spot to put him in the tournament, though. If I'm being
Yeah.
honest, I would have put him in the tournament.
But
Um,
it's definitely Garcia's time.
oh, for sure. I mean, when are they gonna announce the C2 participants? It should be soon, right?
Should be.
Because it
Yeah.
starts next week.
They might probably maybe either this week or at the pay-per-view.
I
They'll say like the first match is this week. This is who's fighting.
I think they should do, because last year they did like a YouTube thing for that, where like they
Did
were on
they?
YouTube and they announced the participants.
Oh shit, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was like a whole announcement on YouTube. Like, yeah, this is gonna be in the gold group, the gold group, and the
Okay, I
blue
think I know
league.
what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they did that, and I'm like, they should do that again. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
know what I
should.
mean?
They
It
should.
makes it feel important. Like, you got to tune in on YouTube, not on Dynamite.
Yeah,
But I
like
feel
you
like on
gotta figure
Dynamite they're
out
just gonna throw it away. Like, yeah,
yeah,
here's a
you got
participant school.
they could just put up a picture and just show the bracket. You don't want that though. You want
Yeah,
that'd be cool having it announced
one by one.
bracket
Yeah,
by bracket. Yeah, like group by group.
yeah. So do that. Make people want to tune
Yeah.
in. I think it was on like a Wednesday afternoon. So, um, I don't know. I
Maybe
remember
they'll
watching
do
it
it
the other
next
day.
week, like right before it starts.
Probably.
Mm, Gotta
But
keep an eye
you
out
gotta
for that.
tune in. Unless they do it the
Yeah.
day of, like, or yeah, like the day of, like in the
Like when it
afternoon.
starts, yeah.
Yeah, and then
That
you
could
gotta
be a
watch it.
thing.
And that would be sick. Thanksgiving week too. And then it
Damn.
starts. God damn.
Damn, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah. I mean, if Garcia, God, if Garcia wins the title that enters the C2 again, that'd be sick. And he gets close
That
to the end.
that would also be crazy. Yeah.
But I do think that Omega is gonna be in it. That's my prediction. You know, I do think.
Okay.
I think it's gonna lead to him and Okada at World's End. He takes the title off of
Whoa.
him. Then at Wrestle Dynasty, Gabe Kidd versus Omega, title for title. That's probably gonna
That's gonna
happen.
be insane too, that
Yeah,
match.
makes sense, right?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm so down with that. Damn, shout
Yeah,
out
it's like
Kenny.
Rich fighting itself.
If he returns and we get him and Okada at World's End, just take my money.
For sure. Yeah, yeah. I'll fight Orlando. I don't care. I'll
Yo,
fight Orlando.
what? We outside.
He'll be outside.
What?
Yeah, but
But
it is Daniel Garcia's time to win a
yeah,
singles
it's
title.
definitely his time. Definitely his time.
He's been built up. I love, and I said this a while back too. I think once the Bucks lost their tag titles, that was like the downfall of the Elite for a bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then whoever wins the C2 is not going to be Okada, even if it's not Omega. I think he's not retaining that title.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
that's
just don't
probably what
know
it is.
who they go with.
We shall see, man. I mean, rumor has it. I know he's not going to win it, but rumor has it that Speedball is going to be in the C2. Um,
Whoa.
so I don't think he's going to win the
Whoa.
entire thing, but like it's a cool introduction to see him in there.
Yeah, that is dope. That's insane. Damn, you got me hyped now.
I know. I'm so excited
All
for
right,
it.
chill.
Yeah,
Garcia.
yeah.
Shout out
Garcia. Yeah.
Garcia because he's
Yeah.
winning the belt this weekend.
Yeah, shout out Garcia, man. He's worked his ass off to get to this point,
Yeah.
man. He really has. I know he hasn't been winning a lot the last couple of matches, but he's put in the work to get him over, man.
Yeah.
That
And the
pop out
promos
all
they've been
in.
having against each other, awesome.
Yeah, that one moment when he pushed him against the wall, he's like, I forgot what he said, but I was like, shit. You can't have Perry beat him now. He just made him
Yeah.
look tough. You know what
And
I
then I
mean?
think he tied him up this past weekend.
Yeah, he tied him up in the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't have him lose after doing all that. Like, come on.
No, yeah, Garcia's got one.
Yeah.
Unless you're holding off for one more pay-per-view, but
No. No,
I
there's
don't
no
think
way,
you
man.
do. I think you give it to him now.
Garcia's been taking too many losses lately. I know that doesn't
Yeah,
make sense leading to a title match, but like, gotta give him the win here, man,
yeah,
and work his way up. Be cool if him and Private Party are champions again,
yup.
and then they're in that kind of that kind of feud with Death Riders. You know, they could go out the trios belts, and then they're all double champs. You
Listen,
don't know that.
listen. Yeah, we haven't seen those belts in a minute.
Yeah, they haven't defended those belts in like a month.
They're all in a bag. All the belts are just in a bag.
Yeah, they haven't even brought them out anywhere. It's
Nah.
like fucking open the briefcase.
Even
We
when
want to
he
see them belts.
even when he defends it, it's just in a bag.
Yeah,
Like
it's not even there.
yeah, like
Marina Shafir.
yeah, I think she just holds it. Or is it even not even ringside when he
I
fights?
don't even see them. I forget that they're champions at times. We don't
Yeah,
even see them around.
that is
So
true.
they're just a champ. Unless that's like their way of like, oh, there's no more trios belts, right? Like they just
I mean,
low
we did
key.
talk about that. You did
Yeah,
bring that up before, and that would be a way to get rid of it.
yeah. It's like they haven't even brought them up. Like
Yeah.
literally, like maybe they have during matches of theirs, but it's like,
And no one's like, "Yo, where's the trios belts?" I haven't
yeah,
seen one post, one tweet. No one's
exactly.
complaining.
We haven't even seen it. That's it. They just low key wrote them off and
Yeah.
didn't even say a thing. So who knows? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
That's wild.
yeah. No one's even said a thing. But that's what I thought. Like, hey, like just bring back the trios belts. If they're around still, Garcia and Private Party are double champs.
Yeah.
And we get to
That's
see it
actually
more often.
sick.
So yeah, Garcia's gotta win this shit, man. It's his time. It's his time.
Yeah, most definitely.
So next match on the card, we have Swerve Strickland going one-on-one
Oof.
against the debuting Bobby Lashley. What are your thoughts on Lashley's debut? I don't think we ever spoke about that.
I think it's awesome. I
Yeah.
love the presentation of the Hurt Syndicate. I love that him and Shelton are equals. I
Yeah.
love that they're both just insane and dominating everybody in that ring. Shelton still
Going at it, man.
is incredible in the ring. Like, holy shit, he still got it. Bobby's taking this.
Yeah.
Swerve's here to give him his big first win
Yeah.
against a former champion.
And this loss wouldn't matter for Swerve. You know
Nah.
what I mean? It's not gonna
And,
hurt him at all.
and this is gonna be the first of many. This isn't gonna be like a one off.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
feuding for a little bit.
Do you think or not do you think? Well, yeah. Who do you think do you think the fourth member is gonna debut on Saturday during this match?
I
Because
have
they've been
no
teasing a
clue.
fourth member.
It might happen, but I'm not like banking on it.
I mean, it'll be too soon, right? Because it's like,
Yeah, I feel like you
yeah,
gotta let it like spread it out a little bit. Spread it out a little bit that they with the debuts.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think Lashley's taking this easily. I also think he's gonna be in the C2.
probably again, yeah.
To be honest, I would have Lashley win it.
The C2?
Yeah, now that I'm thinking of it, I was like, I don't know who I would have win. I would have Lashley win it.
Damn.
Let him
Okay.
come in and be a threat.
Okay.
You know what
That
I
would be,
mean?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
even let Shelton win it. If you want to put him in the world title picture,
Ooh.
let Shelton win it.
I mean,
Give
he'll
me
win the
Shelton
Continental Championship.
Okada.
Damn. That'd be sick.
Give me Shelton and Okada.
Damn.
Ooh.
Whew.
Who
That's
would have
fire.
thought we wanted to see that?
Yeah. You know what?
Right?
You know what you do? You put both of them in the C2 on different leagues. One on
Ooh.
gold, one on blue. So it's like they don't face each other. So it's like, oh, one of us is gonna win it.
Yeah.
And then they both make it to their finals of the league, and it's like now,
Somebody's gotta lose.
yeah, somebody's gotta
But
lose or
yeah,
like
but listen, I would give it to one of them. If you really want them to be a threat as a group,
that's the way to do it. Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Ooh, god damn,
Because
that's
I
sick.
feel like Lashley's gonna be in the title picture soon.
Oh, I
Like
mean, I
like it's
feel like
inevitable, right? I feel
yeah. I feel like
okay.
even though he hasn't really had a match yet, he's already a main eventer in AEW. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to get a whole bunch of wins to do that.
No.
You know what I mean? He could lose 7 matches in a row. He'll still be like a champion like next year.
Exactly.
So he's fine the way he is.
He has the resume.
Yeah,
Not only in
exactly.
WWE but in TNA. He has the resume that he could come in and do what he's doing.
Exactly. He doesn't. He's not going to be a mid Carter. He's not going to be an afterthought. He's going to be the guy soon.
Yeah.
I think he will be a champion next year. I don't know about the world champion, but he definitely will be a champion in 2025.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
just don't know which one. Um, but the reason why I asked about the fourth member because I do think that's going to happen during this match.
Okay.
It's probably
Do
going to
you
be,
know who it is?
I think, Leo Rush.
Oh, okay.
He fits that young high flyer that Cedric was, and
Okay.
he could be the new guy. Plus, Lashley and Leo Rush,
Yeah.
they were a thing in WWE.
They
Makes
do have the
sense.
past.
Exactly. So it makes sense. Like he could, even though he won't be the mouthpiece of the group, he'll still be the guy.
How about Ricochet though? I see that they've been scouting him hard.
I don't think he will be. I think they're gonna regroup that like feud they had in WWE where Ricochet will compete against them.
Okay.
Maybe he will join down the line, and then him and Leo will be a tag team of the group.
Gotcha.
But I don't think it's happening soon. That could be
Okay.
like the shock factor down the line in a year. But I think as of right now, have Leo Rush enter it first, and then over time have Leo Rush be the kind of like if you can't beat them, join them type of thing.
Yeah, one of those things. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like maybe down the line do that at a
That makes
surprise shock
sense.
moment. So, but I think give Ricochet a singles run by
First.
himself first because
Yeah.
he's also still fresh and new
Yeah.
in the company. So let him do what he can by himself, and then
He still got to find his grounding.
yeah, I even think Ricochet should be the one to take the belt off of Takeshita.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I think it would be cool. I want Takeshita in the C2 and or Ricochet or both, and that kind of leads into like neither of them make it to the finals of the C2, and that kind of what like causes the rematch down the line.
Okay.
You know, at World's End, it's Takeshita versus Ricochet for the international belts, and that's when he loses it.
Okay.
That's my theory. That's my
Damn.
theory.
Right before the Japan shows.
Yeah, or he
No.
does bring it over to Japan.
Yeah. Well, Ricochet's on the card too, right? Isn't he fighting
Zack Sabre
Saber?
Jr. Yeah, so maybe I take that back.
That card is ridiculous.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. Okay.
Damn, bro.
That Japan card is just
I mean, I
every
think
time I think about it, I'm
Takeshi
like,
has a
wow.
match on that card, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. So he's not losing his
But
belt
yeah,
then.
I think he's going for a belt though. Hold on,
Isn't it
WrestleDynasty.
champion versus champion?
2025. I think so. I think it's their never open weight belt that he's going for, but I don't know if his belt's on the line.
Okay.
I think they're playing into that storyline to where like
Because I know whoever wins has to fight Ishii.
oh yeah. So it's at Wrestle Kingdom 19 is when Takashi versus Takeshi is happening.
Okay.
The night before. And then whoever wins that match faces Ishii at Wrestle Dynasty
For the belt?
for winner takes all match. Oh no.
Oh.
Sorry, my fault. I'm reading it wrong.
Okay.
Wrestle Kingdom 19, that's winner takes all.
Gotcha.
Then winner of that match faces Ishii the night after at Dynasty.
Is that also for all the belts? For all
It
the
just
marbles?
says for the never openweight championship. So
Okay.
just that belt.
Gotcha.
So I think that makes sense if Takeshita wins it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you're gonna have Takashi win or go over to AEW for a bit.
Nah, it's not
Even though
happening.
Ishii is kind of like an AEW regular now.
Yeah.
I don't think he's winning the. I don't know.
I could see him being Takeshi before. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. I see him being Takeshita too over Takashi, but
Yeah.
but I don't think so. I don't think
Damn.
I don't think Takashi would win and hold it for a day and then lose
Yeah,
it.
no way.
Yeah. So that wouldn't make sense to do.
That card is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we were on Swerve versus Bobby. How did we get to?
Yeah, how did we get there? But yo, shout out Bobby. Bobby's winning this again. Him or Shelton for the C2.
Shout out them though, the Hurt Syndicate, because they've I've missed this so much, and we're finally
so good.
It's the exact same presentation as WWE with the Hurt Business, but we're seeing it in front of an audience now, which I love the way the crowd's reacting to it. which should have was a
No,
big miss for WWE, but they should have brought that back.
no, yeah, they should have. But the big thing to me is that Shelton's an equal. That's the big thing to me.
Yeah,
I
that is
love
true.
that so much
Yeah, I
because
mean, I
Shelton
just
deserves that. Like he deserves to be an equal and not just a lackey.
oh for sure. Um, that is true. Yeah, I just think that like as of right now they're not a tag team, and I like that.
Yeah,
Maybe they don't introduce a
they sh-
fourth member,
yeah,
but like they have been hyping it up too at the same time. So it's like even though they shouldn't yet, they mentioned the fourth member a lot. That's
yeah.
all I'm hearing. They did like a social media post about it, like who's the fourth member.
Oh
They
really?
got it. Yeah, I think Renee did an interview with them.
Oh, okay.
I was like, well, who's the fourth member going to be? It's like I guess you got to find out. I don't know. I mean, if you're going to talk about it a lot, just introduce him this weekend and just get it over with. Rip the band-aid off.
It's Swerve. He just lays down.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would be a great swerve. No pun intended. But like,
Whoa.
yeah, yeah. Like, oh god, he just pins like, yo, I'm the fourth member. But then he would be the leader though. He wouldn't be a sidekick for
Nah,
Body.
yeah, that's why it wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
There's no way he could just be in a group and not be the leader.
yeah. I mean, they've tried so many times with him as a leader of a group where it's like, no, he's
Who
also
was
somebody.
Swerve?
Yeah, he's also
Yeah, but they
somebody.
never gave him like a good group.
But he's better off by himself.
No, yeah,
Him and Nana,
definitely,
are
definitely.
great together.
Cause like the
What if
group
it's
they
Nana
gave
the
him,
fourth
it was like they were
member?
there but not really there. Like they
Yeah,
never were even together, except that one time that they turned on him. That it was like,
oh yeah,
why
it
are
was
they
like a
with him? And then they turned on him. I was like, oh, that's why they're with him. Okay,
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. I mean, what if Nana's the fourth guy? We don't even.
Oof.
That would be a big swerve. A big swerve when he drives. Uh, when
Yo,
he drives,
stop.
I swear.
This
Uh,
fucking guy.
but
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
yeah. I do think it's probably happening. Even if it's not Leo Rush, it's probably going to be Rush or Ricochet. But I just do think that I agree with you. Shelton is on the same level as Lashley, which is a
Yeah.
cool thing. So Shelton should not be in the tag team. It's probably going to be 5 members in the group. Which also, I just realized, if there is a fourth member of the group, right? Does that mean
Uh-huh.
that MVP is the wrestling too now, or is that just like manager and
Nah, I
3
think he's
others?
just manager.
Why are you saying a fourth if it's like it should be 3, right?
Nah, but he's still part of the group.
Yeah, but
Like
does Paul
Heyman is
Heyman
still
call
part
himself
of
a
the
Paul Heyman guy?
bloodline. He's still in the bloodline. When you name the members of the bloodline, you put Heyman in there, don't you? Or no?
I guess, but like you don't look at him as a bloodline member at first. You know what I mean?
I
People say
guess.
bloodline and Paul Heyman. I don't know.
I thought,
I see both sides of that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
but
like
like the Hurt Syndicate was made by MVP,
true.
right? Like the Hurt Business was also made by MVP. He put them together,
True.
so yeah, I would count him as a member.
Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, wait, if he's not wrestling at the moment. Why would he include himself in that? I don't know. Because he
Then
also
when
don't
he
say
starts
Paul
wrestling,
Heyman as a Paul Heyman guy. He just, you know what I
true,
mean?
yeah.
So I don't know.
I
That's
don't
why I
know,
thought
man.
about that.
I think he's a member. I would think he's a member.
Probably, yeah. Makes sense. But yeah, Lashley's not losing this match right away. This is his
Yeah.
first ever match in AEW. So, got to give it to Lashley. Next match on the card is Will Ospreay going 1-1 against Kyle Fletcher. This was the match I was talking about earlier with the tag titles.
Okay.
I do think Davis is gonna reunite with Fletcher. And they're probably gonna win it at Grand Slam.
Oh.
I think the story with that was like Davis is in the middle. He's not a fan of Fletcher or Ospreay at the moment. Because like Davis is like, oh, why would Fletcher turn and join Dawn? But then he's saying Ospreay was the reason Fletcher's with Dawn. Then it's like, you know what? I want to be on. I don't want to be on myself. I don't want to be with Ospreay. So my only option is to go with Fletcher and Don Callis. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
That makes sense.
So it's like they reunite, and then maybe like you said a while back, it's like maybe they both realize that like, hey, yeah, sorry, Don Callis promised us the world. It's not going well. let's go back with Osprey.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would make more sense if it's just Fletcher, not Fletcher and Davis, though. So now I kind of backtrack and be like, should Davis join Fletcher again?
Oof.
I don't know, because like I don't know,
Nah,
because
because
they
it could be the same thing. He'd be like, yo, Callis told me he was going to hook me up. So I went with them. And look at what happened. Nothing. So you can still do that storyline with them coming back to him.
I guess, because like that's something that needs to happen in AEW.
Yeah.
You know, the United Empire was big in Japan. That's why they got over. That's how they got signed.
Yes, sir.
So to destroy that group, it's like doesn't make any sense.
True.
Um, but I don't even know if I should win. Who should win this match? To be
What did I
honest,
tell you though? I told you a couple months ago we needed this match.
yeah.
We needed this match. And I think they are going to steal the show.
Who would you have winning?
Fletcher.
Fletcher, right?
Yeah. I mean, Osprey has been taking a couple of L's lately, but I think Fletcher needs this more than Osprey because he's gonna always be in that shadow. He needs to beat him,
Yeah, that is
unless
true.
that's the story that he can't beat him.
That's the start of him wanting to go back to Osprey.
Yeah,
It's like Don Callis said that I'll be given the world, and then he started off wrong by losing to Osprey, and then Mark Davis just continues to play that middleman of like he's not on either side. But it'll be like he's on either side, but he'll be there for either one of them still. To where it's like
yeah,
I'm not happy with both of you, but I'm open to reuniting because that's
yeah.
our goal. That's why we signed here to be that trio. Um, and I guess they're just doing this to build up Fletcher, and they're probably going
Oh,
to build up
100%.
Davis. I think I said this a while back too, where it's like they should be kind of like House of Black, where there's no tag team. There's no
Yeah, they're
yeah,
just
still
all
they're
solos.
yeah, they're all technically you continue with Aussie Open, but it's like you can look at all three as single stars too.
Yep.
And I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna build up Mark Davis, um, to be a single star too. Maybe not on the same level as Fletcher, but to be looked at as a great singles guy. Maybe he's in the C two, and
Yeah.
that's how he proves himself. Um, oh man, the C two. Everyone could be in the C two, man. You could literally put anyone in the C two tournament.
That's why I can't wait for the groups to come out.
I know they got. That's
Because
why they have
who's
to do
gonna
it on
be in
YouTube.
there and who's getting left out?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they should do it like one by one, like one day at a time. You choose like one person per group.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow they announce the first two. I mean, we already know Okada's going to be in it. That's a given.
Yeah.
Um, then
But
maybe
does he have to participate in it, or is he just like the final?
he has. It's kind of like what Eddie Kingston was last year. Like
Oh,
in
so he
order for
has to
him,
fight in it. Okay.
yeah, in order for him to retain the belt, he has to win the entire thing.
Okay.
Um,
Makes sense.
and then whoever's in the final, if he doesn't make the final, then it's vacant until whoever wins at World's End, pretty much.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he's defending it. So that's a challenge. You know, that could be a prediction because the thing is, remember last year the C2, no one thought Eddie Kingston was winning it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, and he won it. So that's really very big deal. You know.
Yeah.
So who knows? He may lose it. He may not be in the final next year at World's End. So we don't know. But this match is gonna steal the show.
Yeah, Fletcher's gonna show what he got.
And I
He's gonna
think
show that he's not lackey.
yeah, and he's not the shadow of Will Ospreay.
Yep.
So that's got to be it.
That's why I feel like they're gonna steal the show because of that. They have so much to prove. Well, Fletcher has so much to prove, and Osprey is just a dope ass friend that's gonna put him over.
Yeah,
and make him, even if he doesn't put him over, but make him look good. But I think Fletcher needs this win.
Oh, of course. I mean, he has to start off big. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if he loses. You know?
I wouldn't be surprised if he loses, but like in a good showing.
Yeah, in a good showing.
Yeah, but I think he deserves that win.
Yeah, he's been killing it as a single star.
Yeah.
You know, so he does deserve that win. He does. I would agree with that. But yeah, I got Fletcher in this one.
Yeah, same here.
Next match on the card, we have Hangman Adam Page against Jay White, the rematch from Wrestle Dream. What are your thoughts on this story?
Yeah, I like this story. I like that with the back and forth. I like that it's Hangman's fault that he's out. Like I even forgot that they had all this beef.
Yeah,
Um, I'm enjoying it. I really want Jay White to win,
why is
but I
that?
don't know if that's gonna happen.
You think it's gonna be 1-1 and then rematch at World's End?
I feel like it. I feel like that's what they're gonna do. Like to have Jay White beat him twice. I don't know if they'll. They love Hangman, but they're not gonna let him look crazy like that.
I think if they were to have Hangman lose, it'd probably be like a screwy finish. Or
Yeah.
sorry, if Hangman win, it's gonna be a screwy finish. Like he
Oh
probably
yeah,
distracted him.
definitely. I don't think it'll be clean.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be some dumbass thing. It's like, oh, he used the weapon and he did the buckshot lariat, then he
Yeah.
wins it. So that's probably what's gonna happen. I think so. I mean, the story's been pretty good. I mean,
I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
the first match was dope. The first match was amazing, and the fact that we're getting a part two, I don't think it's. I it's if Jay White wins, that's the end of the story,
Yeah.
right? So I don't think it should be right to have him win again. We already know
Okay.
he won, you know.
Yeah.
Um, oof. Also, two guys would be perfect for the C2. You saw Jay White in it
Yes.
last year, and
Yes.
so
Damn, Jay White's a good one too to win it. Damn, there's so many good guys that need that win.
and it's a
Oh,
lot of momentum. Like this, whoever, because I think it should just be fair enough to where it's like whoever's been winning a lot lately should automatically be in it. I
yeah.
know they don't. I know um they don't do a lot of like they don't do rankings anymore. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
But they should keep track of like, oh, so and so is very big. Um, Also, so and so has been on a 7 match win streak, but no one's really realized it. Um, so I think that whoever's like, if Jay White's in it, that could be like this could be like a qualifying match for the C2.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll announce it on Dynamite this week. Like, oh, this is the um, whoever wins this is automatically in it and gets a spot.
That'd be wild.
That they should have done that for a few of these matches.
Yeah.
To be honest with it, it's like who else is going 1-on-1? Bobby Lashley and Swerve qualifying match for the C2. That's a
Yeah.
great way to do it.
You're smart, Nick.
I know, I
Because
know.
that's a good idea.
Make these matches have more meaning to it. Besides, like,
That
oh,
is
I hate
true.
you and I
Yeah.
hate you too. Um,
Damn, I really wanted Jay White to win, but you make so much sense.
yeah.
Nah,
Put
fuck it.
Swerve
I'm
in
gonna
it.
still go with Jay White. I'm gonna still go with Jay White.
I got Hangman. It has to be Hangman. I feel like.
Bang bang.
We haven't seen the Bang Bang Gang in quite some time too.
Now we haven't. Sadly.
Sadly, I know I miss them on my TV screen, man.
Yeah, they gotta bring
Juice
them
is
back.
killing it.
Hopefully, after Jay White gets his big win, they'll be back on TV. Or hopefully building up for the next showdown between Jay White and Hangman.
What if like wild theory? What if like Hangman becomes new leader of the Bang Bang Gang? The Bang
I'd
Hang
be
Gang.
disgusted.
No.
I would be
Huh.
disgusted, Nick.
He has a cowboy gimmick too. So
Ugh.
that'll go hand in hand, I guess.
Get him out of here. No, thank you.
I mean, it's no longer Bullet Club, right?
How about no, Nick? That's
How about no?
nasty work.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think that would be a great swerve. I know it's probably not gonna happen. Um,
Nah, that would be a perfect swerve, to
yeah.
be honest.
Oh God, imagine Hangman with Juice. That duo
I
wouldn't go well.
can't picture that.
Yeah,
I cannot picture that.
yeah.
It
Jay
works so
White.
well. It works so well with Jay White because he's
Yeah,
like serious, but not so serious as a character. So he
yeah,
can joke around. I feel like Heyman is just a serious character. Or
yeah.
at
But
least
like,
lately he's been.
yeah, but it would be crazy if like the Bang Bang Gang were all serious too. It's like there's no more joking around,
Yeah.
and they changed their
I
gimmicks
mean, they
around.
could get real. If they get real serious, damn. Remember when they were champs? They gave them the tag belts
and the trios belts.
and the trios belts.
Yeah, that
That's
was
so fire.
insane.
They gotta get back on that.
They
They
should,
gotta get
man.
back on that.
Juice could be in the C2. You know,
Yes, he could.
he could be someone that could be like a Roosh last year.
He could be a threat. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like Roosh was in it. Mark Briscoe was in last year's. Garcia was in it.
Yeah. Last year's
Andrade
was
was in it.
exciting.
Yeah, yeah. It's unexpected. It clearly we've seen from last year. It could be unexpected.
Yeah.
A lot of great wrestling matches. No interferences. I like the rules of that. And who knows?
That's
Who
fine.
knows?
And then the finals happen at the pay per view. Like that's so sick.
Big stakes. Big stakes.
Yep.
I like the way it's format. I like this format.
I
Even
mess with
though,
it.
yeah,
And I'm down with it every year.
me
Like,
too.
please.
Do you think they should do a women's C2?
No.
Why?
No. Not right now. Your
Give
women's
it.
division
Yeah,
is crazy right now.
that's why.
Please. No.
Oh, you mean like crazy as in like not knowing what they're
It's
doing?
all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah,
Please don't do that. Because then
yeah.
that means you gotta add another belt.
No, they don't have to have it on the belt for that. They can have like
But they would have to. They can't just be like, oh no, your tournament's gonna be for the TBS title. That's not fair. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
They
But
could do it, but still I don't think they should. Even if they were to be like, oh, it's for either the women's belt or the TBS title, I would still say no, don't do a tournament. It's not gonna be like the man. How do I say it without like sounding crazy?
it's like
Damn.
they're giving it because they're giving it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like just because?
Yeah. Like I don't know how to say it. Like the build up for the men's is crazy just because of the like the potential of matches. I feel like there's
Yeah.
not as many of that in the women's division. That's like, oh man, imagine these two fight.
Oh yeah. Like, it'll be
Imagine
too
that.
obvious to.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's not that like as much as you have great women, they haven't built any like star power with most of them. So it's only like a good four of them that could be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're actually gonna win. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which sucks, but it's like they're still trying to figure out their women's division. And
Yeah.
and maybe like in a few years, cool. But right now, no shot.
Yeah. That is true. I just feel like it should happen at a different time at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would make sense too.
Like if it were at the same time, like then no, don't do it because it's like no one's. I mean, I'm not gonna say no one's gonna watch the women. It's gonna be like the men, like you said, matchups for the men will be insane.
Yeah,
If they were to do a women's one, do it during a time where it's like, okay, maybe doing it in the spring where the winners face at Double or Nothing.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That'll be big stakes. And I was gonna say put it for the TBS or Women's World Title, but then that would be too obvious too. It's like, oh, they're gonna vacate the title if the
yeah,
champion doesn't make it to the finals. That would be stupid.
yeah.
Or at least
So
do it for like something different. Like they don't have it can make it be for a cup. You know what I mean?
okay,
Or it's like a number one contenders C2
okay.
to where it's like the winner faces the or at the next pay per view, whoever
The
wins it
champion.
goes to, yeah, next to the number one contender.
Yeah, no, that
So
makes sense.
yeah, I mean, I just don't feel like it should happen at the same time, mainly because of again, just they're not gonna focus on one,
Yeah,
you know. So again, we're switching topics. My God,
yeah. Oh,
right? Yeah,
sorry guys. Sorry
C
guys.
C2 is happening. We're excited
C2
for
is
that.
very
Yeah,
exciting. Like
we
it's an
this should
exciting time right now.
this should have been a C2 prediction episode. I don't know why we're not.
We
This,
definitely when the groups come out, we definitely gotta do one.
oh, for sure, for sure. Oh, but it's Survivor Series next week, so I don't know if we're gonna do
Man,
that.
we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah,
What
we'll.
happens. Maybe the week after.
Yeah, exactly. We will be 1 week behind, but
Yeah, we'll
here
be
the
all
week
right.
after.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Yeah, but yeah, I got Hangman winning this.
All
I got
right, I'm
Hangman.
going Jay White, baby.
Bet, bet.
Bang bang.
2 matches left on the card. The next match is for the TBS Championship. Mercedes Monet going 1-on-1 and defending her title against Chris Statlander. I got Statlander winning this,
Say it,
man.
Nick. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I love
Statlander's taking this.
I love Monet. I think she's had a great run so far. but I do think that it's time for Statlander to win it and get that title back.
Yes.
She had a fantastic match at All Out against Willow. She turned babyface and people are behind her. And it seems like Monet and Camille are not
Um,
butting heads right now. It could be that Camille costs her the belt and then she's off to her own. And that's the next feud for both of them.
yeah.
But I do think Statlander deserved it, not because of how they've been building her up for this feud, but everything that she's accomplished this year. She's been amazing. And she's honestly deserved it. I'm in the same boat as Daniel Garcia. She's someone who's been hot right now and like killing it every match she's
Yeah.
been put into.
She
So
deserves a real win,
yeah,
not a run out on Jade and be. You know what I mean? Like she
yeah,
deserves a real win for the title. And we've been
that
waiting
yeah,
for it. This is her time. Monet's had a cool title run. Nothing spectacular, but also not garbage.
yeah,
It's there,
yeah,
which was cool. It was what it was. But
yeah.
it's time for Statlander to have her title
It,
run.
there needs to be a new face for that belt.
Yeah.
Like
She's held it for how long now?
since I think since double or nothing maybe yeah
Well, I
could
think
have been
so,
then
right?
yeah
Yeah, so
yeah
cool 5 months
yeah that's fine.
or
There's
6 months? Yeah, it's time.
like we've always said. I guess the one of us said in the past. Like it doesn't have to be a lengthy title reign to make it feel
No.
important.
Yeah.
It's good the way it was. Doesn't have to go on much longer.
Yeah. And it.
Yeah, and just have her again, like you said, when Statline won the first time, it was just okay. Jade's leaving. Let's just take it off. Plus,
Exactly.
she returned that night and she got a championship match right after a match.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? But
I mean, she was always number one contender, but then she
she
was
can't.
injured. So it was like,
Yeah, like it
when's
was
this
like
gonna happen?
it's gonna happen now. It should just returned. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
but they
like
knew Jay was out of there, and I, they couldn't just let her give up the belt.
yeah, but people were still processing the return. So it was like, oh, she
Yeah,
just returned. How did she like?
they should have had her attack her and then beat her on Dynamite. They should not have her beat her the same night
Yeah,
because they had the rematch at Dynamite,
they did right.
right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so
Or was it on Rampage?
mm, probably
It
I
might have
think it
been
was one of the two.
Rampage. It might have been Rampage because that was like the big match of the week because everybody knew Jade was like on
Leaving,
her way
yeah,
out. Yeah,
yeah,
so I kind of like built it up for Rampage.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, she deserves like a real title win.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
Like
for sure.
like this, a build up, a whole match and a 1, 2, 3 at the end.
And it's not like it should be like a lengthy 15, 20 minute match, not like
Yeah, give them time.
yeah, give them some good time, a legit win. No,
Yeah,
maybe with no distraction. I know it's a distraction from Camille, but no distraction would be a lot better. Um, a clean victory. Maybe Camille doesn't help her. You know what I mean? Like maybe they do something to where like
yeah.
Monet's
She just looks
relying.
away.
Yeah, like it's like Monet's expecting Camille to help her out, but she doesn't.
Yeah,
And that's the next feud for Monet. Which I'm kind of a little iffy about how that will go, but um, we shall see.
we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll figure it out then.
because I feel like that'll be like another Wardlow, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because Wardlow was introduced as MJF's guy, and then all of a sudden that happened, and like, look where Wardlow is at now. Um,
but that so many things happened to Wardlow that fucked his
yeah,
whole momentum up.
that's
With MJF having that quick match with him at Double or Nothing and not having a real match with him
yeah.
killed a lot of Wardlow's momentum.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope it doesn't like. I'm not saying a quick match with Monet, but like,
No, yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah, just don't screw up Camille like that.
yeah.
If you're gonna make
Don't
her a dominant big female wrestler, make her a
do it.
legit threat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Don't
So
just half-ass it.
exactly. And I hope they learn from Wardlow. Like, don't make it like that. Just
Yeah,
have,
that was damn. I hate Wardlow's career because of that. Just
yeah,
because he would get momentum and then something would happen and just kill all of it.
yeah,
I
go
was like,
downhill again.
ah,
Like The
Yeah.
TNT Championship, he won it like twice, and then we'll have the second title reign lose to Christian Cage or Luchasaurus. Sorry,
Also,
but it was just that was a weird story too. It was like
but
Christian
also, no
Cage thinks
one
he's the champion.
cared about him. That's also a problem.
Yeah,
Like, no one
true.
cared. But also, they didn't give us a reason to care. So
Yeah,
it's like,
it was to build up Christian Cage, low key. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Damn, shout out Christian.
yeah,
Where my
you know,
peeps at?
yeah, with a pizza. Yeah,
Where the peeps
yeah.
at?
Acknowledge your father. Like I don't know, like your new dad.
Shout out
Um,
Christian, man.
yeah, shout out Christian, but it's just, oh, he's also got a title shot coming up, or
It's
anytime.
just
I mean,
looming.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just looming.
yeah. I forgot to forget
But
that
yeah,
part.
shout out Statlander. I think she's winning it.
Oh, it has to happen, man. I think
Yeah.
it's ready. It's our time. I mean, it would be stupid to not have her win.
Yeah.
It literally would be. You have her turn face for have her lose against Monet. Like, come on.
No, yeah. I could
If
see them holding it off for one pay-per-view, but I don't think they need to.
yeah,
I think they gotta give it to her now.
they have to, man. I mean, again, the women's title isn't even on the line. I know she's having a segment, but um, that's also
Yeah,
like
they're having a segment.
if that's not Tony Storm's return, then I don't know what they're doing with that title
Yeah.
either. So I get why you say like the women's division is kind of confusing. So because I'm like,
Yeah,
what's
something's gotta happen with that title
ceremony?
celebration.
Yeah, something's happening.
Yeah,
Something's
somebody's
happening.
coming out.
Unless it's
I
a
would think it's
debut.
Tony, but
I mean, she didn't have a rematch, so I
true.
mean, is she in Japan still or doing something overseas?
She was in Japan for a while.
Yeah. So I'm not sure at the Mexico, CMLL, and
Yeah,
then
she's everywhere.
yeah. So I don't know. If it's not Tony, then I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then it's just a random waste of a segment during that. I guess
Well,
the bathroom break, which I don't want to say it's a
listen,
bathroom break. Still,
listen. We'll see what happens.
yeah, we'll see.
Let's not judge it yet.
Yeah, I don't want to judge it again.
Yeah.
It's before
It might be
Dynamite.
bad, but let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's just hope it leads to something.
Again, this is before Dynamite. We're recording this, so if
Yeah.
something happens on Dynamite,
Yeah.
they may say, "Oh, featuring so and so." You know, um, we shall
True.
see on that. So we don't know. But yeah, I got Statlander, man. Statlander's been on a roll
100%.
this year, man.
Yeah, 100%. She deserves this.
And this is the only women's title, the women's match on the card too, which is crazy.
Really?
The only
Wow.
women's match on the card. But then if you count the
Interesting.
segment, so it's not really a match.
Yeah, but
but
I'm not counting that.
yeah,
We're not doing predictions for that.
it's a segment.
It doesn't count.
Yeah. I mean, I did say Tony Stone was going to return, so that counts as a prediction.
That does count as a prediction,
Yeah.
but it's not a match.
Yeah, but yeah, Statlander's a beast, man. She's
Yeah.
been killing it all year. I think she's a MVP of the women's division. Her and Willow.
Yeah,
have
right
been
now, Willow killed it this year.
yeah. So did Tony. Tony,
Yeah,
Willow,
Tony held
and
it down.
yeah. So a lot of great things happened this
Shout
year.
out to the women, man.
Great matches, great stories, great improvement. But like so
Yeah.
far lately, it's like, what are we doing still? You know,
Yeah, as much as they keep improving, it's still
a lot of
not there
questions.
yet. But
Yeah,
I don't think I always say this. I don't think anybody knows how to book women. I feel like everybody has trouble in their women's division.
I guess.
Right
I
now, the
guess.
only one's killing it is NXT.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that is true.
yeah, because even Raw's got some questionable stuff. I saw the 5-on-5. What's EO doing there? But that's another conversation.
Yeah, we'll
That's
get
a
to that
whole
next
nother
week. Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
But yeah, I got Statlander too.
Oh yeah, I got Statlander for sure, for sure. Then I guess we have the final match of
The
the night. We got
main event of the evening.
AEW World Championship. John Moxley defending his briefcase technically against Orange Cassidy. This is not Orange Cassidy's night. I'm sorry, but
Nope, not at all.
this is like a hard miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like what do you call it? It's like a easy free throw
yeah.
of a prediction. It's like you'd have to like. It's obvious that Moxley's winning this.
Come
It's
on.
not no any way, shape, or form. I love Orange Cassidy, but
He's
also
not gonna be the one taking it off of Mox.
yeah, he's not that one.
No,
It's Darby's title, not his.
exactly.
So
We just have to wait for it. When will it happen? We don't know. But they've taken over, man.
it's just like I hate to call Orange Cassidy a filler, but that's pretty much what he's being used for. It's obviously it's clearly obvious that they're holding this title for Darby. It's just like you said, it's just a matter of fact of when will they actually have it. They
Yeah.
could have it at World's End because I think having it past that point will be too far out.
I don't think so.
I think so because it's like they've been building this up for a while. All you have to do is just have that match booked between Darby and John Moxley.
Yeah.
So like I
Which
don't think
will
it'd be like,
most likely happen at World's End.
oh yeah, most likely, but like it has. I feel like it has to because I think extending out too long after that will be like, just hurry up and get the match over with already. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I feel like it might get to if they don't do it at World's End. But I do feel like Darby has to be the one to dethrone Mox for this belt. It's all
Yeah.
to build up Darby.
Yeah. But you still have to put somebody credible in front of Moxley that doesn't get hurt by losing.
But Moxley's already that guy, though. You know,
Yeah, but you still need him. You needed him to fight another pillar, sort of say. You know what I mean? You couldn't just throw like a Adam Cole in there, or like you needed him to fight like an AEW homegrown guy
okay,
that is okay. Like the loss doesn't hurt Orange Cassidy. If you put Hobbs in there, that hurts Hobbs. He just came back. You know what I mean? Like there's
yeah,
certain guys you throw in there, and that's a tough opportunity. Like that might be their first opportunity, and then it's just ripped from them because they just taken the L. Um, this is okay because OC can take the loss and
yeah,
it doesn't hurt him at all. But he is a face of AEW. He's one
yeah,
of the fan favorites. So it was smart to do it with him. I get it though. It's not believable that he's gonna beat Mox. I get that part. Um but yeah, he needed to they needed this filler. But it was just a little obvious with this one. But
yeah.
again,
I
he
think
was
it's
the
way
only
too
one you,
obvious
yeah, he was
for
the
me.
only one that could do it though. Everybody else gets hurt with a loss. Because you could have put
Yeah,
Garcia in there, but he finally gets a title shot. He's going to get wrecked by Moxley.
that's why they
It's
gave him
going to
the
kill his
TNT belt.
momentum.
You
It
know what I
kills the
mean?
momentum.
Yeah. I mean, who else has been in that story? You know, like they've used like half the roster, but I think everyone else has been in the story is pretty obvious and who's, not beating Moxley.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's why it's like if anything, have the title shot, another title shot in between now and World's End. So that way it's like he had a second defense.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it
I
should
think
be
it
at
will.
World's
I
End.
think it will happen.
Yeah,
It's going to happen at probably Winter's Coming. That's what
probably.
he'll defend it against who? No idea.
And do that story to where it's like Darby. Well, it's like I feel like Darby and Mox should happen regardless, and play into the story of like no matter what, Darby's gonna face Moxley, even if it's not for the title. But then
Yeah.
obviously have it be for the title when that match happens.
Yeah.
But I do think that it's all setting up for Darby. Again,
Yeah.
it's his belt, man. I love OC, but it's like it's again, it's like it's.
Yeah.
I think Stevie Wonder can see it not happening.
Not yet,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
But I guess they didn't think it was gonna be that obvious because he's beaten Mox before.
But
So
also Mox beaten him before.
no, yeah. So they thought people would like,
Yeah,
oh, it could go either way. But right
yeah,
now, the way Moxley is, it's not happening, man.
yeah, yeah.
The only way to take down a psychopath is with a psychopath, and that's not OC. That's
It's
Darby.
Darby. Yeah, it's Darby.
Yeah,
I'm just, what's annoying me is the whole briefcase thing. I don't know why Shafir's holding in her briefcase. I don't know if they ever explained it, why she has it in her briefcase,
I don't know.
unless it's a new title design and they're announcing it, revealing it at Full Gear.
Maybe there's something else in there. We don't know.
I don't know. It's like, it's just annoying how they're not showing all their titles. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, you're the fucking champion. Show the title. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's annoying me. I'm like, God,
They're
hurry up.
trolling us though. They're trolling the
Yeah.
internet fans of saying that there was too many titles on AEW and now they got rid of all of them. They're
Yeah,
trolling
I
us.
guess.
They're trolling
I
us.
guess so. I guess so.
Once I saw them put it in the bag, I was like, they're trolling us. Like,
Yeah.
and then even in the promo, he was like, I'm gonna take it out your briefcase. I'm gonna throw it in my backpack. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it in my backpack. But yeah, I guess it is trolling, but it's just I don't know. I mean, you can't. They usually have the refs like pull it up in the middle of the
Yeah.
before the match, so they're gonna
Well,
have to
he
do
well
that.
he hasn't defended it yet.
Yeah, so I'm saying they
Yeah.
have to show it
So,
on Saturday.
or has he defended it once?
I don't think he has since he won it.
What was the
I don't
last
think
pay per view?
Wrestle Dream where he won it. That was the
That
beginning
was the
of
last pay per view.
that was a month ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was a month ago.
Whoa. That was
Yeah.
only a month. Whoa. I feel like that happened so long ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only a
Okay.
month. Yeah, so that's what
I
I'm
feel like the
saying. It's like,
storyline's been mad long. Okay.
yeah,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
it's,
They just been running shit.
yeah.
Okay.
It's been. I feel like it's been the same thing every single week,
Yeah.
pretty much. So it's like it feels like it's a long time, but
No,
um,
I like it. I like that they're doing this. They're trying something new. They're trying the hostile takeover.
yeah,
You gotta just see where it goes, man. I'm down with
yeah,
the ride. Tell me what's in the briefcase. I gotta find
yeah.
out, man.
I know you have to find out. I mean, they're definitely gonna show it. Obviously, it's like they just he'll open it up maybe right before and give it to the ref.
Also,
The belt.
who's controlling them?
Shane?
No
Maybe, no, I don't
one's
know.
no one has brought that up, and I think that's on purpose.
What do you mean?
Like no one's brought that up on commentary for a while. Like remember at times they would be like, "Who's controlling them?" Like somebody's
Oh
telling
yeah,
Moxley to do this, and then they just stop saying that.
yeah.
Do you think
That
they changed ideas, or do you think it's a plan so that maybe at Full Gear or World's End, when we're not expecting it, someone shows up?
maybe, maybe. Because I feel like it would have to happen at Full Gear for someone to
Yeah, because then it's just
show
too
up.
long. Then it's just
Yeah.
like, but
Then
that's
people are
what I'm
gonna forget
saying.
about it.
Did they just change plans and say, "All right, it's nobody. We're just gonna run with them"?
Yeah,
Because they
that's what
just
I'm.
stopped
Yeah,
saying it.
I think it could be that because it's like, all right, I guess like it's fine the way it is. They don't need to have an addition to the group.
Yeah,
Let's just like keep it the way it is and then just roll with it.
yeah,
Um, and then yeah, because I don't know because I do think it's just like it's all just to have put over this whole group is just to put over Darby.
yeah,
Like that was the main goal of this. Like, I think I said this when after World Wrestle Dream, it was like, oh, basically Danielson retiring was just him, you know, pushing the younger talent to do better.
yeah.
That's the story they can tell. Like,
Yep.
and that's it. They don't really need anybody else added to the story. Um,
Well,
they
it's
don't
slowly
really.
happening because when Darby wins it, we're gonna have all new champions.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
That's what
gonna
I'm saying.
have
Like,
Private Party. Garcia will be champion by then,
yeah,
and then there'll be a new Continental champion.
this whole Danielson retiring has made everyone step up.
Yeah,
So that's the whole story.
that's the
They don't
story.
really need to have
They're going into the new year with AEW guys on top,
fresh new faces,
and
young
I'm so
faces.
down with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it all makes sense.
Yep.
It all makes sense. Um, but
But yeah,
yeah,
Mox got that. Mox got this easy.
yeah, ECW.
It'll be fun though. They always put on good matches together.
Oh, of
But
course, yeah,
but yeah, Mox is taking it.
yeah. It has to be Monks, man. It has to be Monks. But yeah, that was the entire match. Besides the TikTok Costco guy getting us for a
Boom.
boom. Yeah. That should be main event. That'd be crazy if that was on the main
Yo,
card.
that's
That
the
would have been great
main event.
event. Yeah. Yo, they just swerve us.
Yeah.
Like, you know what?
Oh, like
Let's
you
put
know
it at the
what?
end.
They're gonna be on the main card. They're actually
Yeah.
opening the pay per view.
Yeah.
I'm like, no way.
That kid just spears QT Marshall. It's just like, yo, it's
Yo,
crazy.
QT. I even forgot QT was back before the
Yeah.
until this whole storyline happened.
He's doing
I
like
was like, oh my
backstage.
god, I forgot he's here.
Yeah. Yeah. But that'll be interesting to see. That'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see. But yeah. Uh that is our final predictions for this Saturday's AEW Full Gear
Yes, sir.
pay-per-view live from New Jersey. Also Friday night, the night of this episode being released, Arrival 3 taking place in East Rutherford, New Jersey as well. So if you're in New Jersey and want to pop out to Arrival 3, I don't have the exact location, but just search up Arrival Wrestling
Yeah,
on socials, and
go
their
show
stuff
some
will be
love.
there. And go show some love. It's the night before Full Gear, so if you're in the town, you're already there anyways. Go check it out.
Yeah, and if you haven't checked out last episode,
Yeah,
Nick interviewed Isaac, the
the
promoter
promoter.
for
Yeah,
Arrival. Go check it out. Great interview. Homie dropped some breaking news. So
yeah,
go take a look at that, and then maybe it'll kind of persuade you to go check out one of their shows.
yeah. It's gonna be a great card. They've been putting on great stuff. A lot of reviews on YouTube. Also free on YouTube if you can't go. By the way,
Yeah,
you don't have to pay
awesome.
a single penny for it. So if you can't make it, just go watch it Friday night. Arrival Wrestling on YouTube. Watch it for free. Literally
For
does
the
not cost a
people.
single penny. So
Facts.
go tune in and support them as well. But this has been episode 184, our prediction episodes for AEW Full Gear. I'm Nick, your host. With me, as always, my co-host Joel, and we'll see you guys next time.
Catch you.